So one, question over here is that if you think you could have, a lot of applicants they come up and say that, okay, I'm getting a NGO certificate from here, an NGO experience certificate from this X organization or Y organization. Just getting a certificate from some organization, do you think that would have helped you sustain that interview experience or that application process at ISP? Do you think
So
that was enough?
So again, like as I said before, people, if you're going to do this just to pitch a rosy picture out to the panelists, they are very smart and they've been on this side of the table, like just a few years back. So they know exactly what kind of things people try to put into the application just to get a tick. And that's exactly where they question you. So if you're not able to, speak relevant facts and give a better understanding, because they also take those 10-15 minutes to read up upon say the organization. Say if you mentioned that I got a certification from an X organization, say Arshia Foundation, right? So they'll take 10 minutes to read about what the organization does, just get a basic understanding of what you can gauge in 10-15 minutes. And if they ask you something about that and you're not able to answer, that could be a problem. So that's something that could be a make or break situation for them, but that's not something that they're looking out for. So what I would suggest is, if you do not have an NGO experience, or if you have not done something like this, please just don't go inside with just a certificate.
There's a follow-up question over here, Gujot. Khyati is asking about, what kinds of questions were asked in the interview. Were any of them technical? So I think you are in a better position to answer this from your first-hand experience.
So Khyati, I wouldn't call them technical as such, but again, because I'm working in private equity and impact investing, and by the time my interview happened, I was working there for 3 months. So obviously, when they did understand that I didn't have wide extensive knowledge about the field, but basic questions around that field and what happens in private equity, what kind of deals you're handling, what's the ticket size. Because again, at that stage, they also need to be able to judge that you're not faking your experience as well, right? So they just want you to be honest about your the things that you've written in your essay. So if you've mentioned technical skills in your essay, that say something like you're great at Python, or you have some certifications. So if there's something from an engineering background or something like that that you've spoken about a lot in your essay, then there could be technical questions.